everyone, welcome to my brand new channel. Today we are going to be going in depth into what is in my little space bag, but before we begin I'd like to make note that this channel will provide both SFW, safe for work, and NSFW, not safe for work content, the latter of which will have an age restriction on it and be noted in the video name. So if you are into little space content, please be sure to like and subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And with that out of the way, let's begin. Alright, so what exactly is in my little space bag? First of all, let's bring it over. I am a huge rainbow person, so of course I have to have a JoJo Siwa bag. Gotta love it. So the first thing you should know is every little has a different little space age. Some identify more as middles, which are more of an older version of a little, more late preteen into the teenage years. Littles and middles use age regression as a coping mechanism to kind of get away from the adult world for a little bit. Things can be really stressful, and sometimes they'll voluntarily, for some, revert back to a younger mental state to relieve the stress of the times, or sometimes it's their way of coping with previous traumas in their lives, whether it be family trauma or trauma of a little bit more personal nature, things like that. For me, it's a little bit of both. More recently, it was more family trauma. I'm transgender, and I was abused for it back home for 10 solid months after I came out, before I just said, I can't take this anymore. I have to get out of the house. It's in combination with a lot of schoolyard abuse from bullying back in my elementary school days. Basically think of any kind of bullying you can imagine and basically put it all together each recess, every school day from 1st grade through 4th grade, and that's pretty much what you have. So, without further ado, let's get into the bag. My little space age varies. I can be as young as a nonverbal 1 or as old as a verbal 3 to 4. So this bag will kind of incorporate a little bit of everything. First and foremost, for me, the number one item, gotta have stuffed animals. This is one of my favorites. Her name is Rainbow Caterpillar. Because I'm trans and fall under LGBTQ community, gotta have the rainbow. At the same time, I have my first ever stuffed animal right here. Nice big white bear. Her name is Snowy. Got her last summer. She's a perfect cuddle size. Fall asleep with her every night. And I have about maybe 8 or 10 more that kind of take up like half the space on my bed. So, eventually you kind of have to figure out a place to put them all. I know I kind of want to get some hammock style hang-ups for them. Another item I definitely can't go without. Gotta have a comfort blanket. I had one of these when I was real little. It definitely wasn't like this. It was actually handmade by my grandmother. It was also more of a medium dark green, which is one of my favorite colors. But this one kind of called out to me when I saw it online. So nice and fuzzy. I love sleeping with this. It is so incredibly comfortable. Now, for my younger age, when I do go in a nonverbal space, I do wear. Not for their personal use, but more just as like an added comfort for me. Although, because I do suffer from epilepsy, I do also have to wear at night for medical reasons. But, you kind of get used to that after a while. It's more a precaution at night because I do suffer seizures at night, and sometimes if I'm in real deep sleep at that point, I do tend to lose control. Not very often, but it does happen. When I'm also in my younger space, I do have teether. I love chewing on that. That's always fun. I do have a couple of different passies I like to choose from. This is my newest one. I will go into more detail about what it says in a separate video because that's not sure if you can really see all that well. It says Mommy's Little Kitten. That refers more to an SFW little space. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but it's kind of a bit of a separate topic, so we'll get into that in another video. I also love to have coloring things with me, so I've got crayons, I've got some colored pencils over here, I've got myself a nice coloring book, and of course, with me, gotta have sidewalk chalk and glitter. Also, gotta make sure I have my hair nice and neat, so I've got a nice little hairbrush in here. I've got a separate brush for my pigtails. I live in my pigtails. And also, gotta have some hair bows. Without hair bows, in my opinion, my pigtails are just not the same. And then when I'm also in real little space, or I'm feeling just nonverbal in general, I do have a whiteboard that I can communicate with. It's not often I go into nonverbal little space, but if I'm having a real stressful day or my partner does just says the right things at the right time, the right amount, boom, I'll go in an instant nonverbal little space. So that concludes what is in my little space bag. If you did enjoy today's video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to turn on notifications so you will not miss out on another video. Next video will be a more broad introduction into Agere, lifestyle, and CGL, and things like that. It will be age restricted because it does have some NSFW in it. But until next time, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.